Gramps! How are you?
You stupid brats!
Whoa, what's this all about?
Don't you have something to say to me first? I don't remember raising a fool!
I'm sorry for leaving without telling you.
It's good to be home.
Nice to meet you. My name is Rose.
Well, in any case, I'm glad to see you're safe. The Lady Squire is welcome here as well.
You can tell that I'm a squire?
Of course I can. Saray became the shepherd, and Micleo is now a sublord, correct? Which would mean that the Prime Lord is the Lady of the Lake, then.
It has been a long time, Sir Zenris.
You don't have to say anything. History repeats itself. It makes the world go round.
True, but I still want to believe in them, and believe that they can bring forth a new future.
Well, I'm glad you've all found such a nice Prime Lord. Hey, by the way, did my pipe come in handy?
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about the pipe, as long as it was useful to you.
But I'll give it back. I don't need it anymore.
Keep it for yourself.
Really, I'm okay. You know, I've grown up a lot through this journey.
Bratty as ever, aren't you? Please, take this with you.
Thanks, Gramps.
No. I should be the one thanking you.
Saray, why don't we take a little break here?
Are you tired?
No, but it's a good idea to take a solid break to rejuvenate the soul. Totes, let's do it.
Sure. I did want to chat with everyone in Elysia, too.
All right, we'll meet up later.
I wonder where Micleo and Lila went. What are you doing, Micleo? Shh.
I see. Just as I thought, they...
Come on. Wait.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't aware of it and made the pact.
No. It was of their own decision that they made the pact with you. What they make of it will be up to them.
I'll support them with all I have, so that we won't repeat the same mistake.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could do for the previous shepherd.
Perhaps, but sometimes I can't help but wonder. Surely I could have done more than I did back then.
Everything is tied to their fate, and their fates are yet intertwined.
Yes, thanks to you, Sir Zenris.
No, you and those kids forged that bond. My role in this is done. All I can do now is worry about them.
There are times when things go awry, but their purity and virtue gives me hope. I want to accompany them on their journey. This time, there will be no regrets.
I see. Perhaps this is also how humans and seraphim should coexist as a whole.
I'm glad I was able to talk to you.
And I with you. Please, take care of them.
Weren't they just talking about us?
Looks like it.
Why don't we ask?
Micleo,
I guess we shouldn't eavesdrop on their conversation.
if Gramps has something to tell us, he'll tell us straight up.
Yeah, same with Lila.
Lila, how did you know Gramps?
Is Zenris his real name?
Yep. No one calls him that in Alicia, though.
I've met him before. Just once.
Weren't you guys having some sort of serious conversation? What was that?
A cheeky chimp chucked cheap chocolate chips in the cheap chocolate chip shop.
This again?
Since when did you know that Saray and Mikleo were the old man's family?
Red leather, blue leather, yellow leather. Red leather, blue leather, yellow leather.
Come on, just tell us.
I don't need to know. Gramps wouldn't do anything to harm us. I'm sure.
But if we did something wrong, there'd be no telling how much hell we'd catch.
So you trust him?
Yep. As much as I trust Lila. We restored the village's blessing, but Slenge is dying.
It's gotta be due to the toxins produced from processing the vermilion ore.
Most likely. And he must have known that from the start.
He probably wanted this kind of punishment.
Because he committed a crime, huh? If that's all true, then there's no need for the scattered bones to get involved.
This must be the answer he arrived at. It may sound harsh, but there isn't anything more we can do about this situation.
Still, it gets me royally ticked off at the church. What seraph would tolerate their worship?
If that Malfour guy came up with all this, I gotta hand it to him. Pretty good for someone who acts like a quirky bit part in a play.
But he wasn't emitting any malevolence at all. What sort of person is he exactly?
It's got me wondering, too. I think I'll have the scattered bones look into him.
The Lord of the Land, huh? Can you become one by making the sacred blade your vessel?
It's possible, but the sacred blade is already a part of you now. And
And?
I don't deserve to be enshrined by the people in this city. Rather than choosing to become the Lord of the Land, I chose to go on my own personal journey and ignore the malevolence that overtakes this city.
Huh. Lila? How long were you dwelling in the sacred blade?
It's been more than 10 years now.
You'd waited a long time for the shepherd to appear. For the sake of people all over the world.
I suppose so.
But our journey's just started.
Yes, this is only the beginning.
Ghost. Could it be a seraph?
It does make you wonder. Perhaps the one who witnessed it had high resonance.
You! Give up! We caught you red-handed!
Darn!
That voice!
It's a Hellion!
Purify him.
Yeah.
You need something, oh great shepherd?
Is it alright if I deal with this boy?
I'm afraid not. The only way to apprehend pickpockets is to catch them in the act.
But he's...
If you do the crime, you do the time. No matter how old you are.
This kid just wasn't ready for real-world consequences.
Hey, mister! Why don't you let Saray have a talk with him before you take him away? Just a word from the shepherd might steer the kid toward the right path in life, better than any time in detention.
That would be pointless.
Come on, it won't do any harm. What, you got some problem with Saray talking to this boy?
I never said that. It would simply be a waste of time.
You said this kid wasn't prepared to deal with the real-world consequences of his crimes. Are you prepared, mister?
What?
I'm part of a merchant crew that travels all over the world. You think I don't know why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
I see. How much do you want?
Don't put me on your level. We Sparrow Feathers value our customers' trust. Saray, we're taking this guy to jail too.
Like hell you are, you lying brat!
You will not lay a finger on her.
Shepherd!
Oh hey, stop! Wait! Saray!
Go after him.
Okay.
If it ain't one thing.
Saray, I'll go after them as well.
Please purify that boy.
Shepherd or not, I won't let you obstruct my duties! Guard, leave him alone! Even we can tell something about you stinks!
Yeah, what kind of guard are you?
You think we don't know what you're up to when our backs are turned?
You dirty crook! I think we're good here. Let's go after Rose.
Yeah, you're right.
We're heading after Rose, right?
Phew!
You made it.
Is it over?
Maybe.
If it really bugs you that much, why don't you check up on him?
Well, how would we do that?
Let him lead us home.
Oh, so he wanders and we tail him.
That could work.
All right then. Saray, Rose, you guys hide. I'll go wake him up.
Looks like they've made their decision. Are you okay with this, Lila?
Well, as long as we only follow him.
Now!
Yeah! Don't you think he'll stop pickpocketing now? We purified him after all.
Not so sure about that. I've heard word of pickpocket gangs.
Oh, really?
We need to find out whether he was doing it on his own or with a group.
What did you mean by you knew why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
The enforcers let him off a lot of the time in exchange for part of the takings. Then, when the guards need to hit their quotas, they round him up anyway. That's probably what that was about.
No way.
Look, he's going in.
A noble's manor.
It's clearly not his house.
I'm guessing a pickpocket gang then.
And so this must be their base.
Something tells me he's not gonna quit stealing.
Well, crap. Come on, we're not done yet.
Rose, it's unfortunate, but I'm not sure we should...
Lila means that this is just a problem of human society.
Right. It might not be something a shepherd should get involved in.
Sorry. If he's doing it by himself, I'd be okay letting him deal with the consequences. But if there's a gang forcing him to steal, it's a completely different story. I gotta check to make sure.
Yeah, I thought so.
I understand. Let's go check it out just in case.
You sure?
But no more than that. Understood? Saray, Rose, even if you don't intend them to, the powers of the shepherd and the squire can greatly influence human society and the spirits of men. Please don't forget that.
All right.
We'll just watch and see who goes in and out.
Bored.
Who knew that we wouldn't see anything for days on end?
You all can go back to the inn. I'm staying here.
It's okay.
Shh! Someone's coming out.
It's a bunch of little kids.
Those kids. You think maybe they're not being forced to pickpocket?
We've come this far. Let's see this thing through.
Dezel?
You go follow those brats. I'll go check out the building.
Thanks.
Oh boy.
Don't go for anything big, got it? Only money and jewelry and stuff.
Are they gonna have anything like that?
That shepherd guy did something, and now there's lots more people donating stuff to the sanctuary.
Oh cool, that sounds fun. Priests won't be mean to kids, and if there's any real problems, we can always start crying. I'm good at that.
Hey, is this really okay?
It's okay if you're us and not them.
Is this what kids are like these days?
Dangerous times.
Those kids barely have any malevolence at all.
Children in their brutal honesty can be even crueler than corrupted adults, as you've seen.
Hey,
Oh, Dezel. How was it?
the building was completely empty. Those scamps are probably just camping out there.
So then, those kids are acting on their own.
All right, it's snatching time.
Now that we know the score, do we want to report them to the guards and end this whole thing? After all, they're not Hellions.
No.
We have to say something.
You're right.
Hey, you all! Stop with your thieving!
Darn it! What do you want? Look, I never did nothing.
We know all about what you're up to. Fooling the priests into thinking you're helpless orphans and then robbing them blind. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Oh yeah? You got any proof?
This here is the shepherd. His word is good enough.
That's perjury! False witness!
Princess Alicia and the people of Lady Lake all trust Saray. Because he's been living an honest life. How about you? Will anyone trust your word?
Oh,
Give it up, kid.
what else can we do? The adults all abandoned us. If we want to survive, stealing's our only choice.
Rose, maybe we ought to...
Come on, Saray. Let's bring them to the guards.
But to think children their age could conceive of such wretched duplicity.
And the other children?
They were all caught by the guards and hauled away.
I see.
Those who commit crimes must be punished, even if they are children. It's the way the world works, but it still pains the heart.
Yeah. Hey, isn't this an Earthen Historia?
Oh, that was a donation from someone in the city. It looks rather rare and precious, so we've been unsure whether we should sell it.
Nice! Good call, Mr. Priestman.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
Father Brunor, we're actually collecting these.
You think we could have this? We'd pay for it, of course.
No, please, that's not necessary. If it's something the shepherd needs on his quest, by all means, please take it. I'm sure the donor would be overjoyed to know that their gift had been some help to the shepherd.
Thank you, Father Brunor. Wow, I never knew there were once so many shepherds, all using their purification powers on Hellions.
So the question is, why and how did they disappear?
What do you think?
If the existence of so many shepherds depended on Maltellus, then...
When Maltellus disappeared, so did all of them.
Isn't it too early to jump to conclusions?
Well, what other possibilities are there?
Maybe humans abandoned their faith in Seraphim to the extent that shepherds just ceased to exist.
Perhaps the large crowd of shepherds we saw was just a historical anomaly.
Maybe only people like Saray can be shepherds, and there's just fewer nice guys in the world these days.
Huh. So there's plenty of other possibilities.
I guess that means we have to keep collecting information.
Yes, if you do that, you will surely arrive at your answer.
Thanks, everyone. I needed that.
You're okay with how it worked out?
It's better than ignoring it and spending the rest of your life wondering.
Yeah.
Hello. Is Alicia here?
Shouldn't you announce yourself? Or don't you have any respect for this family?
I'm sorry. My name is Saray.
Saray? Pardon my rudeness. The princess has spoken highly of you. She's out right now. We're not sure when she'll be back.
Work-related?
Yes. She's going after a suspect who's leaked information to the Roland's Empire. There definitely must be a spy going around, given the timing of their advancements.
Yes, even Alicia was under suspicion for it before.
Wow, the Princess of Highland would go so far as to do that herself?
No, it's supposed to be the military's job, but she's acting by herself. Saying that she had to stop a clash between the two countries.
But isn't she taking it a bit too seriously?
Ever since the Battle of Glaven, she's been pushing herself so hard.
That's very like her.
I'm worried. She behaves so recklessly when she's alone. She just headed out to a round-eyed forest to gather info about the origin village, Camlon.
Huh. Camlon, you say?
It's the village where the Age of Chaos started, I think. But it's just some legend.
Yes, She heard a rumor there were some clues in the depths of a round-eyed forest and headed out there.
So that's how she came to Elysia.
But her hunch was wrong. I've never heard of this origin village from Gramps nor the other villagers.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'll take my leave. Please tell Alicia that I'll come visit again.
I think she's pushing herself as a princess.
Alicia's always been like that.
That's exactly why I'm worried.
I guess something like this is right.
Bunch of hopeless delinquents. Those street kids in Lady Lake.
Well, if society's abandoned them, I don't know. Is there any other way for them to survive besides a life of crime?
It is a sad era we live in.
Give me a break. If you have to do wrong to trudge onward, you do so knowing the burden of that wrong. You hide that dark shadow within yourself and keep pressing on. Those kids weren't like that. They just went astray.
Hey, don't look at me when you say that.
Rose, so those are the things you have to think about, huh?
I don't think, I just do. Ugh, let's stop talking about this.
You mean you're just spontaneous? That's awesome.
Yes. No matter the circumstances, it's up to each person to decide how she wants to live her life and for what she must be held accountable. But Rose understands that instinctively, without thinking. Very impressive.
Seriously, can we change the subject?
Maybe the experience of abandonment will get those kids to realize the importance of responsibility. Thanks to you guys pointing them in the right direction.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If it were that easy, the age of chaos would be over already.
Saray, when you said they're opposites...
Boy, are you thick. Thick, Leo.
Hey, I was gonna say you meant her and Alicia, if you'd let me finish.
Forget it. The moment is over. Mickly over.
How did my life get to this point?
It's not a bad thing for them to contrast with each other, just...
They've been striving for the same goal. even though their motivations and circumstances are different.
Right. Alicia chose to carry out her duty as royalty, even though it hasn't been going as well as she'd hoped. While Maltran never wanted to be a knight, but nevertheless, she's achieved great deeds and earned the respect of the people.
In each case, things haven't gone entirely as planned.
Perhaps both of them feel that way.
Shouldn't we tell Saray and the others about how useful the lords of the land are?
If you keep babying them instead of letting them think for themselves, they're just gonna turn into, well, babies. But then again, they do need to know things like how the affected area is predetermined, and how boons increase as you engage in more battles.
And also how, if there's a skill you want, you could ask a Norman to increase the enemy drop rate.
And not to mention how, as you acquire more boons, the amount of boons you can make effective increases as well. If they knew that much, it'd be plenty.
I just want to make sure that, if they wind up in an area with no boons, they know to focus first on restoring the Lord of the Land's blessing to the area.
Even if you don't have confidence in your battle abilities, common sense is common sense, no matter how you cut it.
Huh. Interesting.
Did you eavesdrop on our conversation?
What, is that a crime?
That hellion sure is flashy.
I don't like it. I'll pluck out all its feathers.
Why even bother?
Sometimes even sheep want their wool cut.
Well, sheep are different.
I was clearly the star of that battle.
It's easiest to notice the dimmer stars when they shine, they say.
Don't move. You are under arrest for leaking confidential info.
Looks like Alicia came to the same conclusion.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, this is just a misunderstanding. Please take your leave, Princess. This is...
Don't make excuses. I found evidence of connections to Rowlands in this very residence. Renovations for Grifflet Bridge, order forms of military arsenal, unauthorized transactions for...
That is simply a reward for his support.
Support?
Logos is an important person who connected Rowlands and Highland through unofficial diplomacy.
What does that mean?
On the surface, diplomacy between Highland and Rowlands has been cut. He must have been negotiating with them on his own for some time in secret.
So then he's not a spy, but a liaison.
Meaning even with the war going on, there's been work done.
Such is politics.
This is a major problem. If the channel gets blocked, both countries will fight until they're both obliterated.
But no one ever told me anything about it.
Of course they didn't. Not to someone like you. I hope you're prepared to pay for your indiscretion.
In any case, we must change our strategy. We will be expecting your sincere apology at a later date.
Understood.
That was killer, Lila. You were in perfect harmony.
He was quite skilled despite his youth.
Yeah, compared to him.
You've still got a long way to go.
Lila, I wish I could go on a journey like that with you.
Saray.
Excuse you, Saray.
Huh?
Yes. This journey now is every bit as enjoyable as it was back then. Thanks to everyone here.
I wonder what happened to Alicia.
Let's go to her house.
Hey, you there. Take this to the inn.
You! This is all your damn fault!
Hurry up, kid.
All the grown-ups do is order us around, day in and day out. You call this saving us? Some shepherd you are. Screw you!
Looks like they've turned to honest labor now.
Yeah, but it did make us popular, that's for sure.
That's fine, as long as they're keeping out of trouble.
Saray.
Saray, wait!
How did it go?
Fortunately, we were able to prevent rumors from spreading. Though in the end, I did have to prostrate myself.
That must have been hard.
Don't worry, it's fine. I did go a bit too far after all. The Difta family has been surviving as a branch of the Imperial family. But my mother was born to normal citizens, and was later courted on a whim by my father. So everyone forgave me and assumed it was natural I didn't follow politics.
Milady!
And so... that's why I wanted to do the right thing. I wanted to gain acceptance from everyone in honor of my late father and mother. Was I wrong in the end?
I shall go fetch some more tea.
Let's leave her alone, just for a moment.
Right.
The entrance to the ruin's supposed to be really well hidden, right?
We better be extra diligent in our search. Alicia's cleared a suspicion, right?
You mean the suspicion that she was communicating secretly with the Roland's Empire?
Yeah. I heard that she got arrested for that.
It was probably just a false accusation to lure you into war.
Yeah, and we kept our promise. They have no reason to keep her detained.
I hope you're right.
But the situation is different than before.
Huh?
I'd imagine so. There was that clash with the Roland's Empire, you know?
So, if she'd seek peace with them in this situation...
It would only make things worse for her.
Too bad she's not the type to just sit patiently in times like this.
Alicia is part of the royal family. The Chancellor shouldn't be able to do anything so brazen.
I sure hope so. This is it?
It hasn't been eroded by the waterfall at all. If it wasn't recently made, then that means...
It's using seraphic arts. This ruin must date from the Temperance of Avarost.
Correct. This is Lefay, the Shrine of the Trial of Water. It has been some time since we were visited by a shepherd.
I'm the shepherd Saray.
I'm the Prime Lord, Lila. You must be a servant of the Water Lord, Amanak.
Indeed. I'm Alto, the Protector Seraph who serves Amanak.
I'll get right to the point. What must we do to obtain the spiritual power?
My sword! Where? Where is my sword?
Back!
Holy crap!
Swords?
There's something above.
That is Azura.
I've heard of him. A powerful Hellion sustained by rage and able to fight eternally without rest.
Is the trial to quell Azura?
No. To receive the spiritual power, you must find out the reason why Azura became a Hellion to begin with.
We can't just purify him? We have to know the reason?
If you truly are the shepherd, You should know why that is important.
Right.
Psychotherapy, my favorite.
It isn't called a trial for nothing. I wish you luck.
The water trial. Guess it's my time to shine, huh?
You'll be fine. It doesn't technically hurt.
Technically,